The iPhone 17 Pro design leaks have stirred up quite the debate online. When initial rumors hinted at a horizontal camera bar similar to what's seen on the upcoming Pixel 9, excitement quickly built up. It felt like Apple might finally be shaking things up in a meaningful way. But those hopes didn't last long. The latest renders tell a completely different story, one that's raising a lot of eyebrows. These new renders show a bold, almost edge-to-edge camera island on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. It's still a triple camera setup, but now placed on a massive slab that looks far removed from Apple's usual clean, minimalistic design language. The reaction? Let's just say it's been mixed. Some are loving the change, others can't believe this could actually be real, and many are stuck somewhere in between trying to make sense of it all. Now comes the big question. Is this truly the final design Apple is going with? Leaks and rumors are often pretty accurate, especially close to launch, but with Apple, things tend to be more tightly under wraps. That means even reliable sources might only be guessing. Still, when the same kind of design appears from multiple different leakers, it becomes harder to dismiss. A design shift is almost certainly on the horizon, but whether it will look exactly like these renders is still uncertain. There are a few odd details in the leaks that stand out, like the large gaps between the lenses, flash, and LiDAR sensor. It almost looks unfinished, as if the pieces were thrown together without a final touch. These kinds of inconsistencies suggest that the renders might be based on rough CAD files rather than the final product. Apple is known for its precision, and the layout in these images doesn't exactly reflect that standard. But there could be a very real reason for this design change. Apple has kept the Pro iPhone design more or less the same for several years now, and a refresh feels long overdue. However, the change shown in these leaks doesn't appear to bring any obvious new functionality. It just looks different. That's where things get interesting. Rumors suggest the iPhone 17 Pro may introduce a new 48-megapixel telephoto lens replacing the current 12-megapixel one. This upgraded camera could support up to 10x lossless zoom using a periscope-style lens setup. It's a major improvement in photography capabilities, but it also requires more internal space. Here's the technical challenge. Increasing megapixels often results in smaller pixels, which can reduce the sensor's ability to capture light, something already observed in the iPhone 16 Pro's 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. To compensate, Apple may be planning a larger sensor for the telephoto camera, which naturally takes up more room. And that's where the design shift starts to make sense. To fit a larger telephoto sensor using Apple's tetraprism technology, the lens assembly may need to be rotated sideways inside the phone. This rotation affects the internal layout, possibly forcing the LiDAR sensor and flash to be repositioned, hence the unusual spacing seen in the renders. So the oversized camera bar might not just be about aesthetics. It could be a functional decision to support advanced camera hardware and new features. Still, it's understandable why this look feels off to some. It breaks away from the streamlined appearance people expect from Apple. That said, there's hope that the final design will be more refined. Apple has a reputation for turning even bold design changes into sleek, thoughtful products. The hope is that the camera module will be better integrated, perhaps taking inspiration from Google's Pixel lineup, where the entire camera system sits flush inside a stylish horizontal bar. A clean, uniform surface without individual camera bumps would not only look better, but also improve practicality. Less wobbling on flat surfaces and easier pocketability. It would be a win in both form and function. So while the current iPhone 17 Pro design renders may feel unusual or even wrong at first glance, they might be pointing to something deeper. A serious camera upgrade that requires a serious design rethink. Whether Apple sticks with this bold new look or surprises everyone with a more polished take, one thing's for sure, big changes are coming, and they could redefine what the Pro iPhone looks like moving forward. All eyes now turn to September for the full reveal.